have a probation officer call a defendant and say, hey, remember, you can't talk to him, period. And wait, who are we here on? Whose violation is today?
This right here sets the tone for everything that follows. A no contact order is one of the clearest rules in probation. There's no gray area. If the court says don't talk, that means zero communication, not just one quick call. Keep watching because the judge is about to explain exactly why this matters.
All right. Oh, Mr. Verdude, you're here to cause some trouble, I see. This is 250941, the People versus Jessica Glask, Jezierski. All right, go ahead, counsel.
James Gazicki on behalf of Mrs. Jezierski. I just received the file today, and she's gone over her rights. There's no questions regarding her rights, but we're requesting a hearing in this matter. I'm asking the court for an adjournment so I can review the file and be brought up to date in this matter.
All right, well, where you should start is you should ask Ms. Wagaman to play you the audio of a call that was submitted to her where Ms. Wagaman contacted the defendant about not having any contact yet again with the complaining witness.
Right, yeah,
and she hung up with him and then immediately called the complaining witness and had a phone call based on her call with Aaron. That might be a good, I'll adjourn it, Mr. Gizicki. I'm just telling you that you don't have to go into it too much. You could just listen to that call. She has a no contact order. How many times do I have to tell you that? How many times?
I understand.
No, you don't understand. Because and what did I tell you? What did I tell you when he calls you? What did I say?
You know.
And what'd you do? Instead, talk. You are not supposed to be talking to him by my court order. And this is the second time I've seen you. And the last time I said, this is ridiculous. Don't cry now. Last time I said, this is ridiculous because he's contacting her and these two are going back and forth. And then I counseled you and said, do not respond to him. If you respond to him, I'm going to put you in jail. There's no contact. And you can't listen. I mean, you can't. And Mr. Verdude, don't think you're cute because I'll see you next week on a violation. Am I seeing him this week?
No, he'll be here next week.
He'll be here next week? You two are toxic, and this is what's irritating me. You're wasting time on the criminal justice system's time on whatever you two have going on between you. You're wasting the time of the courts. You're using the criminal justice system. Mr. Verdude, I'm looking at you. You're using the criminal justice system to deal with your two little petty problems. That's what you're doing. And I'm tired of it. And what's becoming clear to me is that maybe probation's not suitable for either of you on your cases. And maybe it'd be best if you just do your jail time and we get this over with. Because I am not going to play this game. I'm not going to ask Ms. Wagaman to play this game for much longer. This is it. So we'll set it for a hearing.
This is a huge moment. The judge isn't just frustrated, she's signaling that probation itself may be off the table. When a judge says jail time might be the best option, that means the court believes supervision has completely failed. Question for you, should courts be stricter sooner when people keep ignoring orders like this?
Dude, I assume you'll be recording when she calls you after this hearing. Make sure that Ms. Wagaman gets that, because if you call him in between now and your hearing, you have any contact with him whatsoever, I want to be clear. I am revoking your probation and I am locking you up for 90 days. One time. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
One time. If she gets one thing that is from right now at this moment, at what time is it? 3:57, Monday, September 22nd to next week when we have your hearing, bring your toothbrush and wear a sports bra because you're going to jail. Got it?
Got it.
All right, we'll set it for a hearing. And Mr. Verdude, Your violation, you better come in person. Don't show up on Zoom. Right back. This is 250941 SM, the People versus Jessica Jezierski Glass.
Aaron Wagner, copy of probation.
Good morning, I'm James Gizicki on behalf of Mrs. Jezierski. She's had the opportunity to go over her rights of rights form. She signed it, had no questions. Going to enter her plea of guilty of having contact with Mr. Godot, and then we're asking if we can address the court prior to sentencing.
All right, ma'am, can you tell me your first and last name?
Jessica Jezierski.
All right, did you go over this probation violation arraignment and advice of rights form?
I did.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes,
And did you sign and date the back of that?
I did.
And you understand, ma'am, that if you enter a plea of guilty, you'll be waiving the hearing rights listed on this form. We're not going to have a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Okay. And you've had a chance to discuss that with your attorney?
yes,
And you understand there's a allegation you failed to comply with the no contact order. That's a non-technical violation. So I could give you the maximum possible jail time on this offense, which would be 93 days. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Are you gonna speak up for my court?
I understand.
All right, knowing all of that, ma'am, how do you plead to the allegation you failed to comply with the no contact order?
Guilty.
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or promised you anything to get you to plea?
No,
All right, I'll accept the plea. Mr. Gizicki?
You know, I think obviously the court is well aware of this situation and that of the complaining witness in this matter. Ms. Jezierski, she's been under doctor's care for many psychological things. And Mr. Verduz's taken advantage. He's had contact with her, and although it's her fault, or she should not be talking to him, she's obviously, you know, he's manipulative, and she falls into the trap every time. You know, there's not much else I can really say, Your Honor. I'm just asking if there's an alternative to the 5 days in jail. As I indicated, court's aware of both parties in this case.
I am.
Yeah, and I just wish the court would take that knowledge into consideration.
Ms. Wagaman, anything?
The only thing that I have, Judge, is that I did call Ms. Jezierski directly before the last contact reported to me.
That's what's so infuriating and frustrating about this.
Correct. And then they had a phone conversation discussing the conversation that I had with Jessica to never contact him, hang up if he calls you, do not respond or react to any text messages. And not even 2 hours later, I got word that she talked to him.
Here's the thing, ma'am. Mr. Verdu is going to use the criminal justice system to harass you and to punish you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. He's going to, because he's consistently done it. Here's the thing though, you're on probation. You had a court order, and in that order, I said, you can't have contact with him. And I'm gonna refresh your memory. Last time we were here, or the time before, when I learned that you had a VOP for contact with him. And then I was given a stack like this of the two of you going back and forth, where he was verbally harassing you, abusing you. I mean, the whole thing was disgusting. The entire thread of messages was disgusting, but you kept taking the bait. When you did that, I had a really long lecture, ma'am. And in that lecture, I told you, I can't make him. There are things you can do, and it looks like you've done it. At this point, I can't make him not contact you, but I can make you not contact him. And what'd you do? He starts using the criminal justice system again. He contacts you all the time, but you respond and you don't do what he wants, and he goes to your PO, right?
yeah,
So he goes to your PO and provides some evidence that you have had contact with him, right? And then she calls you, and your PO tells you, do not have contact with him. The judge has ordered that you have no contact. Do you remember that call?
yes,
And then the first thing you did when you hung up the phone with Miss Wagaman was do the one thing she said not to do that I had previously ordered, previously lectured you on. We'd already been to court once on it. Do not contact this man. And you immediately put a call into him and started talking about your call with Miss Wagaman. And of course, Mr. Verdude got what he wanted because he recorded that call and turned it over to your PO. So not only are you, listen, I'm not justifying, I think it's clear his behavior in this case, but you are under court order to have no contact. And the one thing, if it would have been this back and forth, we would have looked at it. But when I have a probation officer call a defendant and say, hey, remember, you can't talk to him, period. And the first thing you do is get off the phone and call him, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going when you outright violate a court order like that?
Yeah.
That's right. Ding, ding, winner, 5 days jail. That's where you're going. And I hope you learn something from this, because whatever's going on between the two of you is, quite frankly, insane. And if you have any...
This is the legal mic drop. Recorded proof, a direct warning from probation, and an immediate violation. That's why the judge says she has no discretion left. 5 days might sound short, but the message is loud. No contact means no contact. Do you think jail is the only thing that can break a cycle like this? Or could the system handle it differently?
contact with this man, you're out of your mind. Because anytime you contact him, he just turns around and tells Aaron and you go to jail. And the only thing I think is going to break this cycle in your mind where you understand what no contact means is if I send you to county. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing that's going to work. Everything else I've tried lecturing you. Aaron's talked to you. I have literally put it in a court order and you violated the order. Not once, but twice. And probably many, many, many more times. So you're going.
They stole something to jail.
Okay, you're going to jail. You had a choice. And the fact I have a recorded call, that Miss Wagman received a recorded call of you calling him right after she told you not to, there's no choice. I have no choice. You're going to jail 5 days, Wayne County Jail. And when you get out, you talk to Aaron and you do not talk to Mr. Verdude, because if you do, next time I'll put you in for 10. And he's going to bait you and you know it. We're set. Are we having more problems?
Yeah, it's not.